Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angryprepper. So today's video, we're going to talk about how the National Guard was shitted on. Right? Now, the National Guard, they were in DC. They were from all over the country, and they rallied at DC to protect the inauguration. First of all, it wasn't a protection detail. It was a bullshit detail. We all know this. National Guards know this. I spoke to a couple of guys that were like, this is a shit detail. It absolutely was. Now, that being said, these guys go to DC to protect the Capitol, to protect the inauguration. Then after they're done, they put them in a parking lot and pretty much tell them to go fuck themselves. Now, I am going to explore the two sides of the parking lot thing. And some people are like, look what they did. They shitted on them. They surely did. But you also have to keep in mind, there are thousands of National Guards out there, and for them to take a break, the parking garage was probably a good idea to the lawmaker who sent them down there at the time. Then obviously when, you know, troops with their phones are filming what the fuck's going on, and then it makes it to mainstream media, now they're like, maybe that was a bad idea. Now, I do understand, you got 1,000 troops roaming around DC. You want to put them somewhere so that they can relax for a couple of hours before they go back on shift. That sort of makes sense. Now, during the World Trade Center incident, 9/11, people relaxed wherever the fuck they could relax. Now, I know that's a little different because that was more of a war zone, if you will. It was more of destruction and chaos and body removal and debris removal. So yes, guys relaxed wherever the hell they could. And in DC, I know that there was more than enough rooms to put a lot of the troops to take breaks in. So again, shoveling them in active parking garages where cars are still going back and forward. One National Guardsman said he almost got hit. Other National Guardsmen complain about the fumes in the parking garage, which obviously is bad. Again, now they have them close to one another, and the COVID is running rampant through the National Guardsmen, especially that they're all on top of each other. I mean, how long can you really keep your mask on, guys? 24 hours? 48 hours? They have to take them off and breathe a little bit, right? So now they're on top of each other in the parking garage in an enclosed area. The Capitol was enclosed too, but there was more airflow in the Capitol than there is in a parking garage. Parking garage is underground. So, troops got beat up sleeping in it. They were sleeping on cold concrete. They had, again, they had to deal with fumes. They had to deal with cars passing by, and they had to deal with being on top of each other. The good thing is, after it reached mainstream media, they were put back in the Capitol. So they were removed from the Capitol to an underground parking lot. Then once the mainstream media picked it up, they were moved back into the Capitol. See how that fucking works? People complained and something got done. That's the same thing for us, the American citizen. We don't like some shit, we bombard our fucking representatives, whoever they are. City, state, you bombard them like you wouldn't fucking believe, and then you get it done. Instead, a couple of guardsmen filmed what was going on and sent it to the right people, and the right people got it to the media, and then it reversed itself, just like that. So, as of right now, there is no explanation as to why this was done. People are assuming a lawmaker made this move, but as of right now, there's no clear explanation, and everybody's playing the well, he said it and he said that and he told me this game. So they're playing the blame game right now, and obviously nothing's going to come of it because it's National Guardsmen. People don't look at National Guardsmen as, like, you know, heroes, if you will. I listen, I give it to them when they have a job to do. But guarding the inauguration wasn't a real job. And people are sitting there, well, politicians and lawmakers, you know, because they kiss everyone's dick. They're like, oh, they did a great job. They did nothing. There was nothing to do at the inauguration in DC. There was dick to be done. They didn't stop an insurrection. They didn't stop a bunch of, you know, BLM, Antifa from trying to get in. They didn't stop a lot of Trump supporters and shit trying to get in. They didn't defend anything. There was no great job to be done. So I hate to take this away from them. When people say, oh, they did a great job, there was nothing to be done. Right? That's like me standing on a fucking corner as a cop and nothing's going on, and the sergeant comes by and goes, you're doing a great job. I didn't do anything. For a great job, or to be given accolades for a great job. You have to do something. There was nothing to be done in DC. There is no great job done. They were there, they wasted their time, and now they're going back home. Texas said, hey, we want our guards back. Enough already with this bullshit, right? I think we're 2 days out from the inauguration, and they're still there. Now, 10,000 are going to stay behind for whatever reasons, and 15,000 are going to be released back to their states, their according states, sorry, or the states they were assigned to. The states they came out of. Sorry, Jesus, I don't know why I made that so hard. So the states they came out of, they're going back to. 10,000 are still staying in DC for whatever reason. It's unknown as to why right now they're still staying behind. So guys, real quick, there is a video going around where you see National Guard's troops coming into DC, or what it appears to look like they're coming into DC. There might be an explanation for that. I don't know what that explanation was. I am going to guess the explanation is they are corralling the troops around DC, right? So if you see how DC is laid out, troops are all over DC, right? They were everywhere. So they're trying to take the troops, let's say, on the north side and bring them to the south side, and the east side and take them to the south side of DC, and then put them in the underground garage or wherever it was that they're sticking them. And then they also had troops that are in Maryland and Virginia hanging out in hotels. They forgot to mention that. But there are troops outside of DC hanging out in hotels. Now, for those troops that look like they were coming into DC, might have been the 15,000 troops, sorry, the 10,000 troops that are outside of DC. Sorry, it is 15,000 troops outside of DC coming in to relieve those that were on duty. And those that were on duty are being relieved of duty. They're getting on the bus and they're going to the hotels. So all they're doing is shuttling troops back and forth. So at a glance, it looks like they're bringing more troops in, but they're really not. What they're doing is they're just relieving troops of duty, and those troops that are being relieved are going back to the hotel, and those from the hotel are coming in. So it looks like they're more coming in, but it's actually a changing of the guards. And this is my theory, my hypothesis, my guess. I'm guessing right now because that's the only sense it makes. It makes no sense to bring more troops in after the inauguration. All right, guys. So again, back to the National Guards thing. The National Guards, I think they're just moving troops around. That's it. It might look like they're bringing more troops in, but they're not. All right? The troops being sent into the garage, like I said, now they're back out of the garage. All right? So whatever politician thought it was cool, thought it was cute, thought it was a good thing, hopefully he gets smacked in the dick. And now the troops are back in the Capitol. But hopefully the troops get to go home because it was the worst detail any military guy could take. You guarded nothing, you saw nothing, nothing happened, and you did it for nothing. Alright guys, so this is the Angry Prepper on the Angry Truth channel. I will be developing a Instagram page and maybe a Facebook page. I'm not sure yet. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but now I'm starting to think about it. Maybe it'd be more useful. But if I get the Angry Truth website up and running as well, then I don't need those two assholes. Fuck Instagram and fuck Facebook. But until then, I might get 1 or 2 of them started. I haven't made a decision yet because I know that's more work than I need to do. All right, guys, thank you for watching.